Tom, do you have a second?
I'm on lunch break.
Your lunch break ended 2 minutes ago. Can I sit right
Wow,
here?
2 minutes. I came in here 2 minutes late.
All right,
I really don't want you to sit here, but since you sit down, go ahead.
Okay, well, it's a quick conversation, something informal. I don't need anything, crazy out of here. So I just wanted to let you know, how do you clock in? Do you clock in on your computer, on your phone, or do you clock in when you get to the station in the morning?
What the policy say on the computer, so what's the problem?
Okay, so I'm asking you, where do you clock in?
If the policy say computer, I'm going to tell you computer.
You're going to tell me computer, or are you going to tell me where you actually clock in? Because let me pull it up on this thing. So the last 10 clock-ins show that you're clocking on your phone.
How many?
10.
Okay.
So the last 10 clock-ins, the punch-ins, they've been showing that they've been through the phone app.
I probably was in the parking lot.
Okay, well, I knew you were going to say something like that, so I went ahead and I pulled up the cameras for the past 10 shifts.
And I'm going to sue you. If you watching me on the camera for no reason, that's a problem.
That's not for no reason.
That's harassment at job.
That's not even like illegal to watch. I'm pretty sure it's public space and it's the cameras. Also, like just at the start, she's on her lunch break too long, and and then second, she's already given attitude to like, I'm assuming it's like the supervisor or something. Like that's just not good looks. I feel like.
You first applied here, and let me just reiterate your memory. When you first had this interview here, your lunch was done 2 minutes ago. Whenever we sat down on that interview, do you recall we mentioned you are going to be working under close surveillance, and if that's something that you were uncomfortable with, this is not the job for you?
I've been working for y'all 5 years. Do you think I remember anything that I told y'all?
Well, I'm not violating anything by doing that. I was just making sure that this is all up to date and clearly.
So where was I when I clocked in? Where you seen me at?
I'm not sure, but I don't feel like pulling your AVL location either. So I'm just, I am not trying to make this a big deal, Brown. I'm not trying to make this a big deal.
So what you want me to do? Go on and tell me so I can do it.
I'm just trying to bring this to your attention. I need you to stop clocking in on your phone when you're not physically at the station at 5:53. Okay. You need to be physically at the station, pulling in. Sure, you can clock in on your phone if that's what you have to do to get your clock in on time. But if I pull that surveillance, you need to be in that parking lot.
So let me ask you this. When y'all wake me up out of my bed, and I get up, I start washing, cleaning my face, putting on my clothes. I'm working in, so I be clocking in.
That's not part of this contract.
Wait, she clocks in from the moment she wakes up. Like she considers like brushing and getting ready for work working. How does that? And like, obviously, everybody wishes it was that way. You know what I mean? But it's like that makes no sense. Why would you think that's how it works for your job? Why would they even want you to do that? Because then you could say like, because then if they allowed that, then you're gonna be like, oh. Then why don't you guys let me clock in while I'm sleeping? I'm getting energy for work. You know what I mean? Like that makes no sense. I don't know what mind space you got to be in to think that clocking in from home for work is like not crazy.
5:53. You need to be at the station in the back. Clock in.
If it weren't for y'all, I wouldn't be getting up. So soon as I wake up, I clock in.
That's all I'm asking. Like I said, I'm not trying to make this a big deal, Brown.
Okay,
this could be a lot bigger of a deal. But again, I try to look out for my employees, and I am trying to come to you before I bring this to anybody's attention. Next time, we could squash it now. I'm just letting you know.
It's squashed.
It's squashed.
Thank you so much. Go on so I can finish. Can I finish eating?
Your lunch break is over, but you can finish whatever you're doing.
Thank you.
No problem.
Dang, can't eat a piece.
Bro, like, okay, wait, bro. What was that remark at the end too? It's like, bro, the ladies, you were already late on your lunch break. And the lady seems pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. And it's like, you just don't make sense, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I was your employer, I would have fired you, I'm not gonna lie. Not to be rude or anything, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I feel like I wouldn't want to put up with this. Because then it's like, you're in the wrong and you're giving attitude for someone trying to like look out for you and help you and let you know what you're doing wrong, you know what I mean? I think that's just not like a good trait to have. And not to be mean at all anyways. Also, I was looking in the comments, it was like, this could be a skit, but it's like, I don't know for real. But you know.
You have to be clocked in at work?
6 o'clock.
Yeah, 6 a.m. On 7/18, you clocked in at 6:12.
Wow.
We had a discussion about that.
12 minutes.
Because also on 7/28, you clocked in at 6:21.
21 minutes.
So on 8/8, you clocked in at like 6:32.
Bro, what's correct? Why is she clocking in late every day? And do you see her caption? I'm done working, it's too serious. It's a job. What do you mean it's too serious, bro? Just show up on time. Like, when you're a grown woman, you can't show up on time. That makes no sense.
That was it. Okay, so I let my cousin use my...
Now, girl, why would you post that video? You know good and hell well you was wrong for that shit. 6:12, 6:21, 6:32. no call, no show for your birthday. You know what's even more wild is that a lot of motherfuckers think this way. Most people say you know good and well you're wrong, but having managed people in this current workforce, she's not the only one to think that way. A lot of this younger generation, my generation even, don't see nothing wrong with it and see well, I'm only 15 minutes late. 15 minutes late all the damn time. It's a job. Can't just be convenient for you.
Yeah, but I feel like maybe like once in a while it could be brushed off, but if it's consistently occurring and you're just consistently late, then that piles up and you're just missing like days of work that they need you at, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I just got to this meeting, so let's go in here and see why I'm getting fired.
I'm just gonna be here too much longer. Could perhaps catch a parking spot. Alright, so the reason why you are here today is because, of course, the whole thing with Lavelle and him calling and talking about he don't like you, he said you mean, but whatever about that. He was also saying something about he be trying to sleep in the living room or something on third shift. Be like, she make me go to bed.
I never told him to go to bed.
But all of that stuff that he was complaining about, I heard him, and it was just that. The biggest issue was when he called me, it was 3:24, and he was like, can you send somebody else to work over here? And I'm like, why, what's going on? Like, what is Crystal and Terry doing? He's like, Terry not here. And I'm like, okay, well, let me know when she get there, then I'll talk to her. 4 o'clock came, you still wasn't there. 5 o'clock, you wasn't there. They all went out on the outing, and I rolled past. I just wrote instead. So when I called you and I was like, I had wanted just to ask Anthony something, and I was really thinking like, did you leave like with them? But then when you clocked in at 3 o'clock, I think is where it messed you up.
Okay.
So even if you was gonna be late, I think it would have been safer to just clock in at the time that you came there, which led me to believe that that's just what goes down at East 115th. Like a lot of people must be doing that.
Nah, I was actually in the hospital. My OB sent me to labor and delivery, which I called Chris.
Wait, bro, okay, so how is it LOL? So she showed up 2 hours or 2.5 hours late. Wait, right? Yes, 2.5 hours late, or maybe not even late, but just like she showed up at 5:30, right? And then she clocks in 2.5 hours before that. Like, is that not crazy? Like how is that a LOL thing? Like that's stealing, bro. Like, say you work $20 an hour, that's $50 that you just stole that you didn't work for. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy, and especially to say LOL about it. Like, what?
Crystal, and at that house, I heard they had a long time. Dominique told me that they have a long time. So every time I'm late, she always be like, "It's okay, just let your coworker know," which I let Crystal know, and Crystal knew. So I didn't think I had to call management for that.
Crystal's not management. She had approved you coming in at 6 o'clock.
It wasn't 6, but okay.
It's the time that you got on your Solana. You clocked in at 6:07 on Solana and then adjusted it to 3 o'clock.
I wasn't there at 6. I was there at like 5:30.
Bro, some people just focus on like the little details. Like, even if it's 5:30 and not 6, you're still 2.5 hours late, and or 3 hours, and you still stole at minimum 2.5 hours. You know what I mean? That's like the bigger issue here. It's not just, oh, that 30-minute changes it. You know what I mean? Oh, it wasn't 6 o'clock. It was actually 5:30, so it's fine. You know what I mean? That makes no sense.
I was there.
Yeah, that was at 6:12.
Well, I was there before that.
The only how we know is because when you go on Solana, it shows the location of what person when they clock in.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
You know what that means.
So I'm fired? Okay.
Yep. Do you want a copy or?
Yeah.
Do you want to sign?
No.
You can read it. You don't? I just put refuse to sign. Whenever somebody don't want to sign, you just put refuse to sign. 15.
So how am I fired if they got a long time and they was literally with Crystal?
Because you didn't call and you came in and you clocked in at 3 and you weren't there. So that's still in time. We could have just did it just for that alone.
With no prior write-ups.
But for still in time?
Yeah.
Still in time, you don't need a write-up.
Bro, like, how does she feel like she's not in the wrong right now? Like, why is she asking for more stuff to, like, justify firing her? Like, you are stealing time, in turn stealing money, which is illegal. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's common sense. Like, Rose, I didn't even know that you could do this because I'm a little unemployed chud, but like, that's crazy to do. You know what I mean?
Or nothing for that. You still, when you steal time, you automatically
It could be adjusted,
terminate it.
so it's not stolen. Like I didn't get paid for it.
You didn't get paid for it yet, but it's in the system right now. All somebody gotta do is approve it. You didn't adjust it back to 6 o'clock. You actually
Okay.
typed in 3 o'clock, knowing that you weren't there.
Okay.
And we didn't do it for that. We just did it for, because then that would look a lot worse on your file, still in time.
So what is it for?
Tardiness to shifts without notification. So you were scheduled for 3 to 11, but you arrived at 6 or even at 5. It's still way after the time you're supposed to be there, and you
So
didn't
I'm fired
communicate
for
that with.
tardiness with no prior.
I suspended you for being tardy
No, you
in
didn't.
February. I can pull it up.
Why is she like still giving attitude? Because like, even if getting suspended for being tardy seems like a little thing, right? It's like the the like the manager just said it would be worse if we put that you were stealing time. You know what I mean? So we're just gonna put this. So they're helping you out, and you're still like being angry about it. It's like just cut your losses. You know what I mean? Like, you're in the wrong, obviously.
You suspended me for
Improper
for
call log.
texting instead of calling. That's
And
not
tardiness,
tardy.
excessive tardiness. We have record.
You told me I was suspended for texting off instead of calling. I just want to know if my unemployment is gonna get approved though.
That's not.
Yeah. So quite an interesting video today. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I was an employer, I wouldn't hire none of these people, bro. Like, show up to work on time. This, like, that's just common like courtesy. You know what I mean? And yeah, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments. You know, not I no hate to any of these people, by the way. It's just like, I just I don't know. I just see flaws in their argument. You know what I'm saying? To put it nicely. So yeah, no hate to these people at all. But you know, I get very into these videos. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Let me know your guys' craziest like work experience. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Have a good day.